All inferior creatures are to be considered the enemy of the Daleks and destroyed.
Hello everyone, this is a slightly different kind of video than normal. For starters, you're hearing my voice. I just wanted to talk about the redesign of the Paradigm Daleks that I've created here. So I most wanted to keep elements from the original design, but translate them onto a more traditional Dalek shape. I really love a lot of the details on the Paradigm Daleks, and I love how smooth they are. I really like the deep channel creating the two bands for the midsection. That's sort of a visual homage to the original Skaro City Dalek, and I wanted to try and maintain all of the elements that sort of visually sell it as a Paradigm Dalek, while bringing the shape much closer to that of a traditional Dalek design. The main issue with the Paradigm Daleks is the hump and the sheer size of the things. Apparently they were very difficult for the actors to move around in, and it seemed like a good idea to go ahead and shrink them. I know that an important part of the original design was that the eye stalk was level with Matt Smith's eye line, but basically I didn't like that. I think they're just too huge. They don't seem as though they'd fit through a door, and I don't think that those designs were especially useful outside of some very specifically created sets, which is probably part of the reason they instantly disappeared, as well as everyone's reaction to them. So for my design, I shrunk them significantly. They are still slightly taller than the new series Daleks. They're much more in line with the movie Daleks, which the Paradigms were an explicit homage to in a lot of ways. The 60s Peter Cushing movies, Doctor Who and the Daleks, and Daleks Invasion Earth 2150 AD. I actually included elements from those Dalek designs directly into this. The height of the base does not match that of the original Paradigm design. I made it the same size as the bases seen in those Dalek movies, as well as the Dalek Invasion of Earth, the TV story. Color-wise, I think one of the main issues with the original Paradigm design was simply that they looked like they were made of plastic. So looking at the design, the first thing that I changed was the metallic colors. I was inspired by the way they looked in Asylum of the Daleks with the dark red and dark blue drone and strategist designs. And then I added a brushed metal texture, which I think sells the look. The plunger arm is identical to the original design. I just took the plunger from my existing Paradigm model and stuck it on this one. Fits perfectly. It actually looks scaled correctly to the smaller design. I think it looks a little tiny on the Paradigms. And then the gun, I also directly transported. It's about 20 millimeters shorter. The dome is designed to be very similar to the one on the Paradigm Daleks. In this case, I did go with the flat edge rather than the rounded edge after the notch. I added in, much as there are on the 2005 Dalek design, some slight indentations into the dome, but nowhere near as drastic, as I just think that changing up the silhouette just that little bit makes the whole thing seem tougher. The eye is once again identical to the original design. The only difference is I removed the sort of large blade-like things that come out of it at the different angles and just simplified it down. I think that the smoother look is more classic. As for the eyeball itself, I know that in the original design, it was designed to look biological. I believe they actually put one of those fake Hunter's deer's eyes inside in order to sell that effect. I didn't really bother with that because I wanted to have the adjustable light that we have on the 2005 Daleks translate over. The Supreme Dalek, I kept the white color because I think that white is a gorgeous color on Daleks. White doesn't really work once you make it too metallic because it just looks like silver, which was a bit boring. So I have kept the sort of plasticky texture. I've tried to just sort of bring that down a little bit. It still has the brushed texture, and I think that it looks pretty good. The only other design change for the Supreme is its base is about 30 millimeters taller, just to give the Dalek a little bit of height on its compatriots. Anyway, that's my redesign of the Paradigm Daleks from Victory of the Daleks. I did model both my 2005 and my original design Paradigm Daleks based on the plans available on Project Dalek, so special thanks to them. Those plans are wonderful. I've made a lot of Daleks over the pandemic, and hopefully you guys will be seeing a few more of them soon. I have an animation lined up that I'm very excited about. So what do you guys think of my redesign? Do you love the original Paradigm Dalek design, or are you a bigger fan of some other designs? What is your favorite Dalek design? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm coming out with more videos more regularly right now, and I'm hoping to get a video out every week that Flux is on. So here's hoping. I've been really loving the series so far.
Don't forget to click below and subscribe to the official Dalek YouTube channel.